In this video we will review some facts about technology. But before we start, please like this video, comment which video you want to see next and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Our technology facts will explain how advancements and breakthroughs improve our lives. Learn more about the benefits and drawbacks of these advances, as well as the people behind them. Motorola was the first to produce a portable mobile phone. Martin Cooper is known as the father of the handheld cell phone, and is the co-founder of various communications firms. Cooper invented the first handheld cellular mobile phone while working for Motorola, an American multinational telecommunications corporation, in the 1970s. Martin Cooper led Motorola with his inventions, which he brought to market in 1983. He was the first individual to make a public handheld mobile phone call. The first smartphone was built by IBM. Although IBM claims to have invented the first smartphone in the early 1990s, it was not until 2010-2011 that the true smartphone began to emerge. Concurrently, Motorola, the mobile phone pioneer, began to join the market in 2011 by introducing smartphones such as the Motorola Atrix 4G. Following that, more firms including as Apple, Samsung, and LG joined the party beginning in 2012. Simultaneously, Samsung, Apple, and Chinese phones will dominate the smartphone industry by 2020. Nokia's historic return. When smartphones became popular in 2012-2013, they dethroned Nokia, the leading and dominant basic phone manufacturer. With this in mind, it is clear that the world of technology is always evolving. The good news is that Nokia is back in full force today with its smartphone variants. It's entertaining to see them compete for glory in the ruthless world of technology. Technological advancements can be costly. Android has been regularly upgrading and updating its system since 2009. Furthermore, upgrades are crucial for security purposes such as hacking prevention, patching security flaws, and removing outdated features and replacing them with better ones. While this is true, people buy the concept and are prepared to pay the market price to catch up with technical advancements. Bluetooth was invented by Jaap Hartson. Bluetooth was conceived by Jaap Hartson, a Dutch electrical engineer. Bluetooth technology is a sort of electromagnetic radiation that uses short wavelengths to transfer data or files over short distances between mobile devices without the requirement of physical wiring. In the early 1900s, the Green Revolution began. During the 20th century, a large amount of money was invested in advanced scientific research for agriculture, known as the Green Revolution. As a result, crop output has reached new heights, ensuring that there is enough food for everyone. Furthermore, the phrase Green Revolution was used to describe the rapid expansion of agriculture. The Green Revolution is now bearing fruit. Rice and wheat received the first Green Revolution research investments since they are the most significant food crops for emerging countries. Furthermore, plant breeding created new plant kinds, which were paired with increased fertilizer and pesticide use, as well as irrigation. To that aim, Asia, as well as North and South America, are reaping the benefits of the Green Revolution and are now major food producers. Nuclear power plant technology is often employed for steam turbines. Nuclear reactions generate heat in nuclear power plants. Nuclear power facilities, in particular, use it for steam turbines, which extract thermal energy from pressured steam to generate electricity. Despite the fact that different procedures are used, all nuclear power facilities produce steam. Nuclear bombs are among the most technologically advanced weapons of mass destruction. Nuclear bombs are explosive weapons derived from nuclear reactions, either fission or a combination of fission and fusion events. Furthermore, these weapons are commonly referred to as nukes, atomic bombs, atom bombs, A-bombs, nuclear warheads, or simply nuclear bombs. The nuclear fission process often involves uranium or plutonium isotopes. Nuclear fission is a nuclear reaction or radioactive decay process in which an atom's nucleus splits into two or more smaller and lighter nuclei. Furthermore, this procedure typically contains uranium isotopes, uranium-235, uranium-233, or plutonium, plutonium-239. Nuclear fusion is a reaction that occurs when two or more atomic nuclei combine. Two smaller atoms, usually hydrogen or hydrogen isotopes, deuterium, tritium, are combined to make a larger one, helium isotopes. Similarly, this mechanism is analogous to how the Sun generates energy. The most powerful nuclear weapon is Tsar Bomba. The Tsar bomb, also known as the Tsar Bomba, is by far the most powerful bomb. In 1961, the Tsar bomb was initially tested as an experimental verification for multi-stage thermonuclear weapon systems. In this regard, the Tsar bomb is the most physically powerful nuclear weapon ever deployed and exploded on the planet. The Tsar bomb was designed by 4 Russian nuclear researchers. The Tsar bomb or Tsar Bomba is a hydrogen bomb that was built for Russia by 4 nuclear physicists, Yuli Khariton, Andrei Sakharov, Yuri Babayev, and Yakov Zeldovich. The Tsar bomb is 1,400 times more powerful than the well-known nuclear bombs dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Furthermore, it is far more powerful than all of the bombs that exploded during World War II combined. The fastest aircraft is the North American 1015. The North American 1015 aircraft is the fastest aircraft ever flown by a person. The hypersonic rocket-powered plane was operated by the U.S. Air Force and NASA as part of the X-plane series of experimental aircraft. Above all, the North American 1015 may reach speeds of up to 7,200 km per hour. In other terms, the X-15 outruns the speed of sound. Tupolev Tu-144 was the world's fastest commercial airline. The Tupolev Tu-144 had a top speed of 2,430 km per hour. The Tupolev Tu-144 is no longer in service as a passenger aircraft due to a technical malfunction. Instead, it is still used by the Russian military for various space operations and training. Nonetheless, the Russian authorities released the Tu-144 proposal in a January 1962 issue of the magazine Technology of Air Transport. The Tu-144, in instance, began operations on December 26, 1975, carrying mail and freight between Moscow and Alma-Ata in preparation for passenger services that would span several years. Robotics technology is improving year after year. Robots are widely utilized in a variety of industries, including automobile manufacturing, to perform simple or difficult repetitive jobs. More crucially, the robots are used to replace human intervention in hazardous environments. This eliminates the possibility of injuries or even fatalities in a hazardous workplace. Artificial intelligence is the way of the future. In the robotics sector, artificial intelligence is the next big thing. As a result, researchers, scientists, and innovators are collaborating to create a robot that can really mirror human intelligence. Furthermore, artificial intelligence is on the verge of becoming a reality in the near to medium term. For example, a robo-doctor may conduct surgery on its own, a robo-maid can do all home tasks, and a robo-businessman can start a profitable firm. Rail transit was utilized in ancient Greece as early as the 6th century BC. The history of rail transportation began in ancient Greece around the 6th century BC. The historic rail system is 8 kilometers long in all. During 600 BC, it used diolkos paved trackway technology, a trackway that allows a boat to move overland, to transport its boats across the Isthmus of Corinth in Greece. The diolkos served for nearly 650 years, until the 1st century AD. The railroad system's technology has been improving for over 500 years. Since the debut of wooden tracks in 1515, when trains could only go at 16 km per hour, train system technology has far exceeded expectations. The Shanghai Maglev is now the fastest train in the world, with a top speed of 45 to 500 km per hour. Automakers are aiming for fully autonomous vehicles. The transportation business is one of the key areas where new technology improvement occurs on a regular basis. Some cars, for example, may now drive themselves over predetermined itineraries. As a result, it will not be surprising to see 90% to 99.99% self-driving cars in the future. Furthermore, it is projected that by 2050, around 95% of cars in advanced countries would be self-driving cars. These self-driving cars are currently being developed by more than 10 automobile manufacturers. Peugeot Citroën has produced a self-driving automobile. PSA Peugeot Citroën, a French multinational vehicle company, was granted permission to conduct open road tests for self-driving cars in July 2015. As a result, the intention is to drive the car without a driver for the duration of the trip. Throughout the 600-kilometer journey, the car was able to regulate its speed and change lanes without incident or scratch. PSA Peugeot Citroën also intends to commercialize self-driving technologies in 2020. Google is experimenting with self-driving cars in Silicon Valley. Google began working on self-driving technologies in January 2009. Furthermore, Waymo is a Google initiative that spun off into its own firm in December 2016. Waymo LLC is now a completely owned subsidiary of Alphabet Inc. and an American autonomous driving technology development firm. Google currently has numerous self-driving cars on the road in Silicon Valley. Despite the fact that more than 11 incidents have happened as a result of these automobiles, the investigations have determined that it is not the fault of the self-driving cars. There are numerous benefits to using self-driving automobiles. According to the research, as soon as cars become self-driving, there will be an estimated 80% fewer pollutants, 90% fewer accidents, and up to 40% less traffic congestion and parking space. Furthermore, driverless cars will result in less braking, correct accelerating, reduced bottleneck on roads, and it will recognize a better route or lane and assist alleviate traffic congestion. Technology will evolve substantially in this era. In recent years, innovative technologies have reached unprecedented heights. And what is considered high-tech now may be deemed low-tech tomorrow in the blink of an eye. As a result, schools are incorporating developing technologies into their curriculum, such as virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and augmented reality. Above all, the goal is to empower younger generations with more innovative and engaging teaching techniques and learning experiences. Today's generations, both young and old, are more open to new technology. Here are 3 examples that demonstrate this point. 1. 8 out of 10 New Zealand instructors believe that digital technologies are improving student progress. 2. More than 80% of teachers in the United States believe that employing technology will benefit students' future careers. 3. Approximately 50% of teachers in Australia are enthusiastic about professional development that uses digital learning to engage pupils. Virtual reality technology is no longer simply for amusement. Virtual reality, abbreviated as VR, is a simulated experience that can be similar to or dissimilar to the real world or surroundings. Furthermore, the functions and applications of virtual reality differ in several ways. With this in mind, virtual reality technology is being used in entertainment or video games, educational purposes, medical research, and military training. Intelligent apps are intended to make routine chores considerably easier. Intelligent apps, or iApps, are pieces of software built for mobile devices that use artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies to make ordinary tasks easier. Furthermore, intelligent apps may aid its users with a variety of tasks such as scheduling meetings, organizing, and prioritizing emails, acting as a virtual assistant. Our current technology is far from ideal, but it will continue to improve. Mobile apps are becoming increasingly popular. Many people used to rely on the media, such as TV, weather reports, newspapers, magazines, radio, and so on. Today, however, the cell phone has all the answers. Because of increasing technological advancements, humans may now say goodbye to long lines for paying energy bills, horrendous queues for banking transactions, inconveniences in grocery or shopping, long waits for taxis, long waits for your favorite TV show, and many other things. As a result, all of these are now available with a single tap on the cell phone. MyFitnessPal is a mobile app that might help you with your fitness issues. Are you getting out of shape physically? Or is it possible that your body has been out of shape since then? This smartphone app could help you solve your difficult situation. MyFitnessPal has been offered since 2015, however relatively few people use their free services. It is a mobile app that helps you reach your fitness goals by tracking your diet and exercise. MyFitnessPal's technology maximizes its users' chances of keeping fit. Counting and tracking your calorie intake is one of the most difficult aspects of fitness. The app's technology allows users to easily track nutrients with MyFitnessPal. They can do so by scanning the barcodes of various food items or by searching the app's extensive database. Furthermore, because users properly measure their progress and intake, outcomes are nearly guaranteed. Aerospace tourism is being pioneered by SpaceX, Boeing, and Virgin Galactic. Outer space tours, or space tourism, are currently among the most advanced forms of tourism. Space tourism is for ordinary civilian tourists who want to journey to outer space for fun. Furthermore, SpaceX, Boeing, and Virgin Galactic are the two major firms now driving this tourist technology. With our existing technology, a space tour can be costly and perilous. The cost of the space tour would be roughly $250,000 per seat. However, as much as it may appear to be a lot, the companies make every effort to reduce the cost. As a result, the cost of resources and labor to go into space is not cheap at current time. Furthermore, firms are recognizing that there are risks associated with space travel. Of course, outer space is uncharted territory, and our current technology is still in its infancy. Nonetheless, our daring entrepreneurs are willing to incur the risk of exploration because they sincerely feel that it will be lucrative not just for business but also for humanity. Robert Thomas Bigelow is constructing an inflatable space hotel in orbit around the Moon. Bigelow Aerospace founder and real estate billionaire Robert Thomas Bigelow is facing the biggest gamble of his life. Robert Thomas Bigelow considered developing an inflatable space hotel to circle the Moon several years ago. When Robert first approached his wife about his inflatable hotel in space, her instant reaction was, "You want to build a what?" Despite the criticism, the concept is moving forward. His objective is to make a super durable substance similar to how tires hold the car, and equate it for usage in outer space. Bigelow Aerospace is on track to meet its goal. One of the company's pods is now docked with the International Space Station. As a result, Bigelow Aerospace anticipates that its inflatable space hotel will be ready for lunar orbit by 2022. Human development in space is just getting started. Many people may ask what tourists might do at an outer space hotel. First and foremost, there is the view. Nothing compares to life outside of our planet, and viewing the cosmos with their own eyes is an experience unlike any other. Second, there is no such thing as gravity. Millions upon millions of adventure seekers yearn for that one-of-a-kind encounter. Although our existing technology limits the tourists' to-do list in outer space for the time being, new developments await us. Space sports has a bright future. It is one of the concepts to develop a recreational or professional sport outside of our planet. For example, space football will be played inside a massive space arena, where athletes and spectators may safely play, watch, and shout for their favorite teams while still enjoying the gravityless environment. In the future, space sports will be included in the Olympics. Furthermore, with all of these wonderful ideas flowing from all over the place, our current technology is on par with the dinosaur age, 1,000 years from now. Every single individual, every single astronaut who has traveled to space, claims to have been forever transformed as a result. The benefit of exploring and living outside our globe is that it can help to alleviate some planetary challenges such as overcrowding, land security issues, climate change, and so on. Above all, it transforms everyone's outlook on life because they now know there is an option to exist beyond of Earth. Instead of wasting vast sums of money on world wars and weapons of mass destruction, mankind can now contemplate banding together to conquer our galaxy as a whole. NASA's 1977 technology retains the record for the furthest distant spacecraft ever dispatched by a human. Voyager 1 is currently the furthest distant man-made device or spaceship from Earth. On September 5, 1977, NASA launched Voyager 1 as a space probe. Voyager 1's initial mission is to sail by Jupiter, Saturn, and Saturn's largest moon, Titan. Furthermore, Voyager 1 observed the two planets' weather, magnetic fields, and rings. It is also the first probe to photograph their moons in great detail. Furthermore, after completing its mission to fly by our solar system's planets, Voyager 1 became the third of 5 manufactured objects to achieve the escape velocity needed to depart the solar system. Above all, on August 25, 2012, Voyager 1 became the first spacecraft to breach the heliopause and enter the interstellar medium, the mass and radiation that resides between star systems in a galaxy. Voyager 1 has already traveled over 11 billion miles from Earth. Voyager 1 is currently more than 11 billion miles away from our planet, but it is still communicating with us via sending signals. However, the nuclear-powered Voyager 1 is expected to die in 2030. Nonetheless, as long as she is alive, it will continue to report on magnetic fields and charged particles, similar to a weather satellite, until her power runs out. Voyager 1 maintains its current speed of 62,140 km per hour. Even after its death, in the year 2030, the body of Voyager 1 will continue to wander the universe at 62,140 km per hour. Above all, Voyager 1 will represent human intelligence on Earth, as well as our humiliating technology, if she will ever encounter another alien intelligence. Most importantly, any extraterrestrial species that encounters Voyager 1 must understand the Earth's technology known as the record player, because she is carrying our recorded greetings and music. In the 1870s, Thomas Edison used direct current to pioneer the use of electricity. Many individuals were familiar with the legendary inventor Thomas Edison. In contrast, most individuals have never heard of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was born in Croatia and emigrated to the United States in 1884 to work for Thomas Edison. Working alongside the famed inventor Thomas Edison was first a dream come true for Tesla. Furthermore, as Nikola Tesla's brilliant intellect learned about electricity with Edison, he suggested the use of alternating current. Back in the 1870s, Edison believed that direct current was superior to alternating current because it was safer. In other words, Edison rejected Tesla's concept. As a result, Nikola Tesla offered alternating current to someone else. George Westinghouse was introduced to alternating current technology by Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla pitched to George Westinghouse, an American entrepreneur and engineer, the notion of employing alternating current technology to light up homes and, more crucially, to compete with Thomas Edison's direct current. Furthermore, George Westinghouse recognized an opening and gambled on Tesla's theory of alternating current. Since Edison's direct current was already well established, Thomas Edison was no pushover. Above all, Edison was supported by the legendary investor John Pierpont Morgan, also known as J.P. Morgan today. To denigrate alternating current, Thomas Edison used black propaganda. When J.P. Morgan and Edison became concerned about the emergence of alternating current, Edison initiated a black propaganda campaign to undermine it. He persuaded the public that employing alternating current technology for the electric chair for the death penalty was unsafe. Despite this, Nikola Tesla and George Westinghouse won the contract to supply power to the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, defeating its opponent, Edison Electric. Above all, Westinghouse was awarded a contract to build an alternating current generator for a Niagara Falls hydroelectric power facility. Finally, in 1896, the facility began producing power over a 41-kilometer span in Buffalo, New York. The heated competition of the electric wars gave birth to GE, or General Electric. After Edison's direct current technique failed, J.P. Morgan confronted George Westinghouse and threatened him with infringement, the use of works protected by the law without permission for usage. As a result, J.P. Morgan purchased Westinghouse, removed Thomas Edison from the company, and changed its name from Edison Electric to General Electric, or GE, which became one of the most powerful corporations on the planet. Nikola Tesla remained to work for J.P. Morgan, while Thomas Edison established his own company and continued to innovate with one new innovation after another. Today, we continue to rely on Nikola Tesla's alternating current technology. Meanwhile, batteries continue to operate on Edison's direct current. Hydropower accounts for more than 16% of total global electricity generation. Hydropower is the energy derived from falling or fast-moving water that can be used for a variety of applications. Hydropower was used in various forms during ancient times, such as watermills, irrigation, and so on. Furthermore, this rather old technology is still assisting us with our present troubles and issues with energy shortages. As a result, hydropower accounts for more than 16% of total global electricity generation and 70% of all renewable energy. Solar energy is becoming more efficient. When compared to other renewable energy sources, solar power appears to be the simplest and least complicated way to generate electricity. However, our existing technology confines us to maximizing the abundant sunshine, which appears to be insufficient in terms of production. However, as technology advances, it is projected that by 2050, solar photovoltaics and concentrated solar power will be more prominent, accounting for 15% or more of total energy consumption. Wind energy generates mechanical power using wind turbines. Wind energy uses the windy environment to provide mechanical power to turn electric generators using wind turbines. Furthermore, it is a renewable and sustainable source of energy that has a lower environmental impact, like hydro and solar, than the combustion of fossil fuels. Denmark produces the most wind power, accounting for more than 40% of its total electricity consumption. GMOs make use of genetic engineering techniques. GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, use genetic engineering techniques to modify their genomes in the laboratory. This encourages the manifestation of desired physiological features or the production of certain biological products. Furthermore, breeding selected individuals of a species has long been a practice in livestock, crop farming, and even pet breeding. E-waste is technological rubbish. Recycling is the process of transforming waste resources into new materials or things that can be reused and repurposed. There are numerous benefits to using recycled materials. Using recycled paper instead of brand new or virgin paper, for example, saves water and trees. Furthermore, e-waste is currently one of the most technologically advanced rubbish concerns, electronic waste. E-waste adds around 20 to 50 million metric tons of worldwide garbage per year. E-waste is becoming a problem as a result of the massive manufacturing of mobile phones, computers, and other gadgets year after year. To summarize, one of the greatest things to do is to use electronic devices for as long as possible before considering the next upgrade or purchasing a better one, as most mobile firms impose on the general population. Furthermore, some businesses are beginning to recycle e-waste and exchange obsolete electronics with their customers. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel, since we will be covering a lot of similar content in the future. Till next time, stay curious.